Right guys, welcome to another episode of Crazy Carping. Down back here on the Park Lakes, doing a 40-hour session this time with mate Charlie. At the moment we've got quite a nice wind blowing right into us. So I've got all three rods out ready. We've already done a bit of baiting up. Haven't been down on the bank for a little while, a week's holiday down in Cornwall, so I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to come back. And yeah, with any luck I might be able to get one. Haven't seen any shows just yet. Of course it's autumn time now, it's quite cold, quite windy. So with any luck, fish might be getting down, you know, getting some food in their bellies for the winter to come. So yeah, let's see how things go and I'll update you guys later on. Right, so the rod's been out there for a couple of hours now. Left hand rod's got a choddy on it at the moment, and scattered a few baits out there. The other two are quite close to a baited area, which I put some spod mix out on, just particle, boilie, pellet, the normal thing that I do. Just had a little bit of action on the left hand rod. The bobbin's twitched up quite a bit now, significantly. I was told that someone actually had 5 fish out of that corner within the space of an hour, quite a while ago. So it's definitely a good indication that that could be a spot for fish. I'm going to put the rod back out there again later on, probably put it onto a single bait, but the wind is absolutely hacking down here right now, so that's why I'm inside the brolly. So we wouldn't hear a thing out there really. But yeah, things are looking quite positive. There's quite a lot of leaves on the lake right now, but luckily they're pushed down to the right hand side of me, so they're well out the way of all my rigs are. So that's one thing, especially this sort of time of year, you want to avoid fishing anywhere near leaves, as they decide to drop down, it's going to form a big carpet on the bottom of the lake, and especially if you've got a rig out there, it's going to get masked straight away by one of the leaves really, so you don't want that. It's not a good place to present hook baits or bait in general, because I don't reckon the carp like it that much anyway. But yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, I'm going to put a bit more bait out later on, and just keep vigilant, see if I can see any shows, and yeah, I'll update you guys later on then. Alright. Right, so rods are in at the moment. I'm going to recast them in a little while, so it's approaching dark time now, which means I'm going to be putting the rods back out. I snagged up twice now on one of these pumps out here, and one of these aerators, which hasn't been very easy. Cracked off once on it by accident. But so what I'm going to do now is down here, got a little 2 plastic pop-ups from Enterprise Tackle, glugging in the red squid and tangerine glug with a bit of the Bitterline, I think it's called, Sweet-Aid more or less. Just adds a really nice little tint to the baits. So I've got one in there and I'm soaking just like on a choddy. They've been in there for now around 5 or 6 months, so they're nice and flavoured up. But I'm going to put one out there, most due to the crayfish in here really. I already had one attacking one of my pop-ups already, so thought why not try a plastic one, probably won't get through that. The others are going to go out simply on the basic bottom rigs, ones I use at the Stowe normally. Going to see how they work over here. But yeah, hopefully there'll be a bite on the cards, but it's cold enough right now for the fish to be quite slow, which I wasn't bagging them, but that's the way it goes sometimes. We'll see how things go now, and I'll cast this rod out. Right, so this is going to be one of the other rods. Rod that I got snagged up on that unfortunately broke. What I've done with that, just simply put obviously a new lead leader on it and whatnot. But it's a simple little stick, red squid and tangerine bottom bait, and that's it really. The stick itself is just a breadcrumb mix, 50-50, some brown bread in there and some white bread. Just one of these things that parklets obviously. Loads of bread always goes in, and it's pretty much a safe option in my opinion for the carp. They'll find some bread, they'll pretty much know that it's just going to come in from the sides of the bank. So for what I'll do, I'll try this around halfway out there and chuck a few more PVA bags out. One of the best methods I'd say for baiting can be with PVA, because you get little patches of bait which act as hook bait sort of things, but at the same time the carp just get confused and they'll just take any part of that, and hopefully they'll take this, the main bait, the hook bait. But yeah, we'll see how things go then, and we'll get this out there as well. Alright. Right guys, so it's now morning. That was the first night gone anyway. No takes whatsoever, no bleeps, no nothing really. Pelted down with rain, so everything's pretty much still. There was no shows whatsoever. I think it's just the time of year right now where it's so cold that the fish aren't really that active. But still going to persevere obviously. Got the rods rebaited again this morning, casting them back out. So hopefully something might come along during the day. That was, yep, middle rod on the choddy's just tightened up. So, well, hopefully, yeah, we'll soon see. Alright. Right guys, just a little competition. To say thank you to everybody who's subscribed so far. I'm going to be giving away little pop-ups from the Beacon range of BM. And right here I've got a good few bags with the Carp Craze mesh bags with some FT pellet in them. And what you've got to do is you've got to guess how many PVA bags are in this spawn, and simply put the comment below as how many you think are there, and I'll announce the winner. So have a guess guys, and yeah, good luck. Alright guys, well it's approaching dark now. Literally got a couple more minutes I'd say running into it as it goes pitch black. Rods are all out now. Got one on a choddy with plastic imitation boilies. Right hand rod is on a solid bag this time. Had success with that last time, so I thought I'd try it again, you know, no harm in trying. The left hand rod is extremely tight to some snags. Took me a good few casts to get it totally accurate. Eventually I clipped up and I marked everything out now, so that's spot on. But there's quite a few fish that come off that part, so fingers crossed that might work. And yeah, we'll see how things go for the night, and I'll update you guys in the morning then. Alright. Right guys, so unfortunately it's come to the end of the session now. There were no more bleeps at all last night. Literally I think the weather just put all the carp off, especially with the fireworks as well. They're right over our heads last night. Totally crazy, but fortunately it was a blank obviously. I'm back down at Walthamstow tomorrow at least for the night session, so I'll see you guys there at least. And yeah, add the comment below guys for what you think, how many PVA bags are in the spawn, and good luck to everyone who's going to enter. Alright.